What is it that gives you your greatest pleasure? I'm sure you can think of a number of things in your mind, and perhaps just thinking about them gives you pleasure already. We human beings have been created by God to enjoy pleasure in so many ways. Our various senses are designed to, among other things, experience pleasure. Our eyes are drawn to things that are beautiful and pleasurable to look at. Our ears love to hear pleasurable music and sounds. Our sense of taste is fired up by the most delicious and delectable food. Our sense of smell is drawn to the aroma of food and flowers and perfume. Our whole body is covered by skin with sensitive sensors that enjoy being touched and stroked, massaged and hugged. Our brains are laden with chemicals and hormones that allow us to experience pleasure right inside our minds. I may be wrong, but I believe that at no other time in all of history has there been so many people driven by the pursuit of pleasure and sexual satisfaction as today. There is nothing wrong about enjoying pleasurable things as much as we can. But beware, we may not be aware of it, but we may already be pursuing pleasure as our strongest desire. So many people have embraced Hollywood culture where free sex is considered natural, where the stimulation that drugs and alcohol gives is something that must be experienced, and where personal pleasure is considered one of the highest, if not the highest, pursuit in life. Because as many young people say today, you only live once. Pleasure has become an idol. And so many people are compelled by their sensual desires to bow down before this false god. Thing is, you become very much like the god you worship. When you worship sex or drugs or self-gratification, you may become self-absorbed, self-obsessed, and narcissistic. No one starts out by saying, I want to worship pleasure and self-gratification. But in reality, all one has to do is not restrain oneself, but to give in to one's strong desires. And suddenly one finds oneself, whether he or she realizes it or not, worshiping sex or drugs or all kinds of stimulating substances or experiences. They don't become better people. They become slaves to pleasure. The Apostle Paul tells us that the pursuit of pleasure is dangerous for our souls. That is why he advises us to put to death, therefore, what is earthly in you: sexual immorality, impurity, passion, evil desire, and covetousness, which is idolatry. As we turn our senses away from things that get us addicted to pleasure, and as we increasingly find our highest pleasure in God, may we always keep in mind, faith matters too.